And then in the committee emails with the updates, that was sent out as well.
So it's in the update letter? Because I can see it. The only reason I was asking is, have you ever yet to figure out how to link into this meeting
No.
by Zoom? And usually there's a link that you can find on a letter, but I didn't find one. So I'm here. So it's more curiosity.
We send it out to our commissioners team, and they're the ones who put it, so I'm checking.
So when I go into my Microsoft account, there's nothing. Your email from the status of the update. I just asked you because I don't think others knew about it.
So people on the celebration website?
Okay, that was, I'm talking about here.
Oh, this is where they put the links for all the meetings, though. This is where you would find
Okay,
it. And then
that's
you
good to
would
know.
email too.
But I don't see the email. That's when I was here, my inbox. Service area meeting to join. Showing up today for the first time. It wasn't. But there's not like an email.
So the invite comes from the town hall meeting desk. And there it has the link because it's set up through the room. But I'll
I
double
don't
check.
think we got some this time. I just don't think. Ed never saw it.
Yeah.
And we're, it's in sunshine, that they saw it either. So, just asking. So we can always find it on the regular page.
You can find it definitely on the celebration page, you'll see all meetings.
We got all the meetings from all of this website. Expecting anyone else, or should we get started?
I haven't heard from anybody else. I know Ed's not gonna be. Walter, I think he responded,
No,
but he did respond yes, I think. I haven't talked to him. Have you seen Walter?
he did respond yes on the,
So, can't speak. And he usually participates by Zoom.
A couple more minutes and we'll get started.
That I'm getting ready for tomorrow night.
Yeah.
The concert, right? Tomorrow.
They solve math problems to get onto this website. You gotta be kidding.
I understand this.
So I heard.
But it could be intermittent, you know.
But I can't even log in.
Wow.
No. It's got my name right here. It says the username field is empty. Nope, I'm letting it. So I would not be able to see it that way either. When did they have the security? Yeah.
The security is, it's,
Yeah.
no one's getting into celebration.
Well, that's the problem. I'm now logged in twice. Let me see if I just go to that. Meetings. I can't get into the meeting page. Great. Oh, we're waiting. One minor. I love the sod, by the way.
Good.
There's two very minor things. One, they never finished off the area by the tree. They just threw some mulch there, which is
Around the tree circle, is that where it is?
In between my house and 521 is mine, 2019. They just ran out of sod. Instead of not even a straight line, it goes like this. And so they just threw some it's disappearing quickly. And there's a number of spots, for some reason, I understand they must have cut pieces. There, now that's holes because those pieces just,
Those get replaced.
you know,
Yeah, that's, I've seen some yellowing areas. We're monitoring those, but
it wasn't even, they were about the pieces this big. You know, I have like an electric box. It's out there.
yeah,
So they came this close to it and left a hole.
yeah.
And then either they never filled that hole. They put down a piece of sod about that wide. First time someone came through with a blower, it flew away.
Oh,
And there's a couple of small spots like that. It's being monitored, fine. As far as the area by the tree, they're not putting Asian jasmine down by mine because it dies.
Yeah.
So we're supposed to take the sod all the way up to the tree line, which is the way it was.
when you say up to the tree line, how close to the tree are you expecting?
Same way it's on the other side.
About how many feet?
Not feet, inches, and it grows. And it grows. It's the way it is on, it's that. And Brian knows that because Brian is the one who said, yeah, your house is the one where the Asiatic jasmine doesn't grow and the grass does. So anyway, they ran out of sod the day they were doing it at my lot.
Okay.
And literally just left it with that gap, which isn't even a straight line. It's about this far away at the top
Did it cut in?
and it's about this far away.
Oh, is that big? Oh, then I'm looking at something else then. Okay.
Here, I had a picture. Did I send you the
No,
picture?
send it to me, please. Yeah.
I did. I sent it to you originally,
On the
and you
email.
said, yeah, he said, I'll get to him. And so what he did was he dropped mulch. This is the picture. Let's see. That's it.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Okay.
So it's closer on the sidewalk
Yeah.
side and much further out here. But,
So this would be a strip.
and by the way, this piece of sod, which is about that big,
Failing.
is not failing, it's gone.
Oh, okay.
It just blew
So
away.
you want along the curb, looking, right?
Coming down a straight line here, and if
Got it.
they can come back there, that'd be great. That's the way it was. Once upon a time. Thank you.
I sent the note to Brian.
But it looks great otherwise. How long are they gonna keep the watering on full time? It's been watered every day, which I don't mind, but that's still necessary. We're coming on every night.
You get it at night, I get it like 2 o'clock every day.
In the daytime? You're not getting it twice?
Huh?
You're not getting it
I
twice?
might be getting it twice, perhaps. I don't know.
Because mine is
Second night, but
definitely got it in the morning.
I have to get about mail, when the mail comes through. Usually when I try to get the
Is your
mail.
grass doing fine?
Jury's out, I don't know, it's dormant now, it's dormant time of year. It's holding its own, it's definitely, installed much better than previous time. So, I'll be curious to see when it starts heating up and whether or not it gets full.
They don't cut it too short at all.
So,
All right, let's get started.
No?
All right, well, Welcome to the fourth quarter service area committee for Savannah Square. Today is Wednesday, December 17th. It is now 10:11 a.m. I am Alex Georgiadis, Director of Service Areas. Beside me is Elise Rodriguez, Service Area Administrator. And joining us online is Jacob Waddle, General Manager, and Ray Fevers, Financial. And joining us in person is Mr. Rashkin and Mr. Town. We don't have a quorum, so this meeting will be for discussion purposes only. And let's get started. GoGov tickets, CDD tickets, anything open? No open tickets, which is positive. Next item on the agenda is just a reminder for the code of conduct, reminding everyone just to take another look at that document. Everyone has to sign when they become a committee member. Just a refresher of code of conduct in meetings in the field or in person in buildings, as well as any sort of personal preferences or requests should be made by committee members. Just keep that very objective. So just review the document when you have a chance, please. And then moving on to financial. The service area is in positive standing, good operational funds. We are looking ahead for spending for the next year and specifically landscaping out of contract. Operations shows $3,000 for out of landscape spending, and reserves show $4,000, so a total of $7,000 for the year. And I believe I mentioned in the email, we're proposing to spend 25% in the first half of the year. 6 months, spend 25% of the money, and leave 75% to the second half of the year, to allow for any unforeseen circumstances, buffer, that sort of thing. So it worked out to $1,750 for the first half of the year, and $5,250 for the second half of the year, and really pushing that towards the end of the year, try to freshen up the area for the holidays, Thanksgiving, Christmas. Any input or questions? The game plan there? We finished the landscaping install recently. I'm going to do a walkthrough just to verify the work from the last proposal. And whenever any proposal coming out, we'll run it by the committee and we do a walkthrough, or if we want to prioritize and say we need this, don't need this.
What's the last landscaping project?
There's fill-ins that needed throughout.
Just there and there.
Exactly. I mean, we have a pretty solid service area, and the new one will be similar. A couple hedges missing, landscape.
I have a couple of hedges missing in front of my house. And Brian, like a year ago, maybe even closer to 2 years, said that he earmarked, there was a couple spots that needed to be filled in.
I think that was on your report.
I think it's going to be on the
I think
next
it
one.
was.
I'll confirm.
All right, okay.
Can I ask you a question about landscaping for the month of December?
Okay.
So I got this email that said the landscaper's not gonna do anything while we have decorations up.
Okay.
So do we pay them for that month? They're not doing anything?
They skip those alleys.
They can blow leaves?
Yeah.
Okay, they're gonna mow the lawn, the grass when it's appropriate?
Less
to do that?
frequent, yes.
Okay, and could I just suggest that we tell them that if they're not working on the hedges up front, that they work on the back?
Yeah, for sure. They focus their efforts elsewhere.
That's
They
fine.
just not show up. That's fine.
It made it seem like nothing was gonna be done.
No, they just refocus.
Good, okay.
And they bag the leaves, correct? When they blow them?
That's supposed to be the case, right?
I mean, I haven't seen them do otherwise. I haven't seen them bag it, but I haven't seen them put it down the drain either, which I've seen in the past.
Everyone tends to blow it in the park.
They just blow it around.
And the park, well, that's the back us.
But then it's all the same vendor though, right? So the
Brian,
grind.
It's a different crew. So,
We need to emphasize that they bag it because you're right, they blow it in everywhere else, but they just move it around.
So then it'll come back if there's a breeze.
And so it doesn't do anything. Because if you look at it, like, if you walk down on Long Meadow to the parks,
Yeah.
you see a ton of leaves in the beds that should be raked out and bagged, especially if they got time this month. It's a good time to to clean those out because they're all laden with a lot of debris and leaves.
I misunderstood the email. It sounded like they were going to be.
It's refocus efforts.
That's just basically what the period lights on.
Because they don't want to incur any liability for damage.
That's smart. Okay. That's good.
Yeah. Okay. And moving on, we have our sod that was installed. We're monitoring. We made some notes of a couple of sections that need some attention around some tree circles. And we're going to check up on the frequency of the watering to confirm it's still necessary to be watered so frequently.
It might not be might not need to be done. Certainly twice a day when it's cold, cooler.
Yeah, this was on at 2 PM. Ours was once too, because it was accidentally set to go off at 2 o'clock, period.
Mm-hmm.
And that probably should be corrected. It's just a waste of water.
It's not necessary.
And it makes a mess in the middle of the day. You have people come by that at 2 o'clock. You don't have students there at 2 o'clock.
No, not 2 o'clock.
We have a neighbor who's not in the service area,
Hmm.
who has a sprinkler on for 2 hours every single day
Hmm.
from about 5 o'clock until 7.
Okay.
Floods the street, floods the sidewalk, opposite side of the street from you. She's not in the
Is there
service.
private home on the corner there?
The private home next door to the service area.
Yeah.
Oh, Claire?
Yeah, it was on the, all Halloween.
Halloween night.
People walking through it the entire night of Halloween. Thinking it was very funny that, or not, just the opposite, thinking it was really rude
Mm.
that all these kids are having to walk through sprinklers.
As a mess.
It was a full estate home, it's a full length property.
Yeah. Any other notes on landscaping?
No, I think it looks pretty good. No, honestly, I think it looks as good as it's ever looked.
Yeah,
Uh,
I agree. We're pretty good shape.
From sod to plants,
We're encouraged, I think.
Oh, yeah.
very much so.
We have some mulch still to be put down, but again, decorations, so we'll come back after and just touch up some areas. And then we'll do our plant fill-ins and we should be 100%. Good. Excellent. Moving on to service area accomplishments. We did do the sod installation. We did most of the mulch installation. We did our pressure washing 2 times this year. We did the flats, we did the full buildings. Gutter cleaning. Any notes on pressure washing or gutter cleaning? Positive, negative, use them again, don't use them again?
So, it's a good question. They really worked hard. I mean, the amount of hours that they spent was inordinate. Almost, I couldn't figure out how they were spending so much time on it. From a personal perspective, my side of the sidewalk sort of dips.
Yeah.
And so it's constantly collecting water, so it needs it more. But the sod went in 2 weeks after they did the sidewalk, and the sidewalk is on it ever since. It's just a matter of timing.
Yeah.
Who's responsible for the dip in the sidewalk? Is it CDD?
CDD.
Because I collect the water from the homes around me, just
The low
going right to the area in front of
And
mine.
it is colors, yeah.
Yeah. So it needs pressure cleaning more. I personally do it, but,
One
getting,
option you might want to look at is we've seen they put a drain right there at the easement and it'll take it out towards the curb, just to at least get it off of the sidewalk.
I had a secondary problem. My street floods right there. So I don't want to put any water into the street because as Jacob knows, right in front of my house, and I get a constant puddle there. Anyway,
One other item we've done would be a walkway. I don't know how far, if you're near a tree though, that's a problem. A paver path and then the water leaves the sidewalk and next to the street. If it's at the low point, if it's not at the low point, it just bypasses the walkway.
we can look at that.
That might be an option. No,
I actually think the sidewalk at some point will have to be lifted, when they do eventually do a replacement. But I noticed they're doing all over town except Main Village.
Mm.
That
We can
CDD,
say
they
that-
replace sidewalks in North
Yeah.
Village. Wherever they live, they do it, but they don't do it.
We can help you submit it, go up and put it to their attention and see where it will lie on them to.
and I recommend if you pick up the neighbors, all of you get together, if they hear it from the residents, they tend to act a little bit faster than to hear it from us. Especially if they hear a few of the common problem, it might get elevated on the list. I mean, their list is tremendous, but just
Well, your list, I think, showed that my next door neighbor's sidewalk needed to be done.
if it lifts.
It lists, and that's part of it, his lift is what creates my flood.
Yeah, I mean, the liability is what we address. That
Alright.
is what we eliminate. The dip and the staining, that unfortunately falls on the homeowner.
I got it, I understand, but I just,
But the GoGo ticket might be a good angle, at least to bring it to see, yeah,
yeah, I've tried.
and even some neighbors too, no?
I think Jacob did too. He contacted the county about the tip in the street and he got the same response I got. None. It's like,
Yeah.
they closed the
Yeah.
ticket.
And I've heard that's happened in other areas in the community as well. I just saw another situation like that where CDD passed it to the county and they submitted a ticket and it was closed out as well.
Jacob, can I ask you this? This is a sort of an interesting question. The county's talking about the street, but it's truly the curb.
The street
As where
and
the
curb are
comes down
property
and
of
meets
the,
street.
yeah, the
Is
street and
that
curb are
CBD
property
or
of
is
the
that
county, the county.
county?
Curb is the county.
The bottom of the curb is the county too?
The
Is county?
whole concrete curb is the county's.
Okay. Well, that's interesting. And they're refusing to do anything about it, right? Because that's,
It
I
says,
guess,
yes.
lifted at some points. It's high points and low points.
Yeah.
Well,
If you
I
drive by
appreciate
town hall, we have the same issue in front of town hall that we're trying to work with the county.
it. Okay, thank you.
Yeah, Parker, we have missing curve for it, how long has it been? I mean, entirely missing curve, gone. So, I mean, county is not exactly the most proactive, and again, their list might be tremendous, so it's a matter of priority and when they get to it. I would imagine they have a lot of work.
Well, some people say they come right out. Smithy Sykes says every time he calls about a problem, they come right out. I've got to figure out how he manages that.
I mean,
They don't
not
come out.
necessarily, they have a drainage issue there, which we still have a challenge with, so
Still,
it's not necessarily the case, yeah.
well, I appreciate that you noted in the report something that was sort of very related to that.
I had a question on Long Meadow, that's not the walkway going on here. You guys have someone's put up these solar lights. Anything about that?
Oh,
No, I thought it was staff or management. There's these lights going down, probably 10 of them. Some of them are on, some of them are off, but they're solar lights. And I don't know who's responsible for it, what the purpose is.
Those, so
They're there.
any questions you ever have with the parks, you can, I mean, that wouldn't be related to your service area, but those solar lights, no, they weren't sanctioned by management or CROA. There was a work order in to remove them. Because we don't know how they appeared either.
So is a resident that did that?
They just appeared.
Because
Yeah.
they were there, then they disappeared, and they're back.
Where is it?
You're walking through the
I'll
park.
put a work order in
walkway
for
on either
that.
side. Going toward the gazebo,
Yeah.
on either side, all the way down, there's lights. And some are on, some are off, they're solar lights, they're plastic solar lights. Which one doesn't go through? Really? Anyway. Okay. What that's about.
any other comments, questions? Anyone online, any final input?
Glad that we're seeing improvements.
Thank you.
Happy holidays.
Yes, excellent. Thank you. Happy holidays. Thank you for attending. Have a great day.
Happy
you.
anniversary to
Thank you, happy
holidays.
birthday.
That's my wife's birthday. That's right.
Boy, a
Excellent.
lot of fun.
Enjoy.
50, right?
50. We made it to 50.
I didn't
Yeah.
think it'd make it.
Wow.
No, I haven't. I know I'd make it. I lived that long. I couldn't make it.